How are you?
Good. I've just been trying to get this new outreach script off the ground, and it's such a complicated project. I think it'll be worth it, but a
For
lot of
sure, I think so.
have you seen? I did one or two rounds of it posted on the Twitter, so it like posted, I don't know, 10 times each batch, and it was like comment reports.
I didn't see that. Let me see.
Yeah, because that's basically what it, or for Twitter, like it does work already.
I like that new banner. That thing looks cool.
Yeah, that took two prompts with ChatGPT.
That's pretty cool though. Man, did you see the new tariff news?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's a little bit rough, but it's good. It's not good for anyone besides, I guess, the US, maybe. But I think it's fine if you have lower cost of goods. Like, you'll be fine. Like, at least for drop shipping. Obviously, for everyone else, that's crazy. 54%. That's a lot of money.
It's a good time to be in software.
It is a good time to be in software. I've definitely thought about that too. I'm like, oh man, this is
Rough.
we'll see what happens, but I think it'll be fine. Dropshippers are fine for now. The rule with them will be probably something like 30% of the cost of goods for the individual shipments from China, because those right now are like exempt from tariffs, which is pretty crazy.
They are exempt or they're gonna not be anymore.
Right now, they are exempt. So everyone's been fine. There's already been like 20% tariffs on China, I'm pretty sure. But for people who just ship, it's called like de minimis or something, de minimis shipments. Those people have been exempt from tariffs. But then they put in the statement for the new tariff thing, which I'm probably going to make a video about because it's good stuff, I guess. In there, they said that will get eliminated once they have the proper system for it, which I like that wording because that means who knows, maybe they never figure it out. But I think they did set a date line, like a date of May 2nd could be when they like remove it. And what they would enforce instead would be like a 30% fee per unit. If you're a low cost of goods, like for example, one product that we've sold is like $4 cost of goods. 30% is not going to kill you. It's not that big of a deal. If you're shipping just individual units like that, you could just price it in like $1 or $2 more. But yeah, so I'm thinking honestly, low cost. So the two things I'm thinking is okay, low cost of goods products are probably safer right now. And so I got to start testing Latin America. I got to start testing other markets, man, and just trying to dominate other markets.
Yeah, I've done some, or I've definitely ran plenty of like other country ads, and I've tested with like trying to turn even like video ads into Spanish, like all the text in the video, which is a lot of extra work. But and then if you have an app that auto translates your Shopify store, and same with currency, then you should probably try it. If your site can do it, then just need your ads. Did you see that video that was posted a day or two ago? It was like Mr. Beast talking to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep, and I only spend no percent of my time basically on the ad side of the business. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
That's not even the part I was thinking about. He said, he's like, when I talk in my videos, they get way less views, like less than half. And then he pulls up, let's say I'm trying to go viral on Instagram, and he pulls up this video, and it's the one, and I did see that one too when it came out. He's like running to promote his chocolate bar brand, and then it's like the bars keep getting bigger where they're like massive. And that was the most viewed video. But apparently, and I didn't know this, I thought it was interesting. So Instagram will pick up if there's language in the video, and then it will only recommend it to people that speak that language. And Zuckerberg said most people on Meta don't speak English. There are other languages. English isn't even the majority. And yeah, they're talking about that. So by Mr. Beast not saying any words in the video, it gets shown to way more people.
That's super smart.
I've never heard that kind of logic mentioned before, but makes sense.
I know, me neither, but that makes a lot of sense. And it makes me think, man, maybe testing more just raw image ads with no text could be powerful for worldwide audiences. That's what I'm starting to think about now is, okay, I want to target more audiences. And I actually had a good test like that recently with the team where we were getting a lot of great results in Ireland, super random, but that was great because although there's fucking VAT over there, so can't escape the fees, but still, it's better.
Yeah, I know they've always had that setting where you could translate your ad. I've never really used it because I don't think it would translate your creative. ChatGPT could definitely do it though. I was mind blown. I got this out of ChatGPT yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I was really impressed with what happened. It's like one of these ones, magnesium. Notice the gummies, the one on the top, it's flipped reverse. You can see the grooves in it. See that? So this is what I put into ChatGPT, and I told it to add more emotional language that will help trigger a purchase, basically. And it back to me, and look, it even changed the fucking gummy thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
I made it look way
whoa.
better.
I was like, that just blew my mind. The fact that it changed this part.
I really like their wording too. They just like literally dumbed it down from supports muscle recovery, feel less sore, improve sleep quality, fall asleep faster. I like that, bro. It's like a lot more simplified, like to the point of what it solves. Dude, you got to send me the prompt for that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was this. Give me a conversion improvement. The image ad isn't converting. Update the text to draw people in with their emotions. And then it did all that. I didn't even ask it to make it look better, but I guess that's just going to happen anyway. I was blown away by this. Like, why would you not do this with every static ad that you've ever had? Just throw it in here and tell it to make it better and then relaunch it. Yeah, just pick your, they could be old static ads that used to win or like existing ones. And yeah, it makes a lot of sense to just throw it in there, say it's not converting, and to use emotional language and retest. That's so easy.
Yeah, that's huge, dude. And I actually see the difference in those. Like, it's such a big difference, even though you're saying the same thing, but it just says it like better.
Yeah, I commented on one of your LinkedIn posts the other day. Graphic designers might actually be out of a job now.
Yeah, they actually might be. That's so wild.
You're going to need to be better. If video editing gets to where you could do something very similar, take this video and change the text in the video, and then it gives it back and it just looks better. Make this girl look happy instead of sad about the product. Make this dude black instead. Make this person a girl or an older man. Then you can launch age, gender, so it looks more like it's for you.
That's going to be so insane, man. You could get so deep in personas.
Even doing that would be a cool feature just for images. If it was like a SmartReply or something else, you upload your image and then it automatically, if there's people in it, breaks it out into all kinds of demographics and gender and age, and then upload it into Facebook. Because making all those ad sets differently also takes some time. But if you're programmatically doing it that way, then
True.
speaking of that, now that we pretty much have posting, I cut one subscription by adding that. Not why I added it.
It's a bonus.
Yeah, it's if you want to tag pages on Facebook, there's an advanced permission, and it's hard to get that. It's hard to demonstrate the permission, and like doing it in a post is like the best way. And if we're not tagging people, then this outreach strategy isn't outreach. It's just content. I want it to be both. So we need that permission. And we just didn't, we have almost all of them, but we didn't have posting. So it works now for our account. Not that the Facebook tagging part we still need. And like it pretty much works. I just need to submit it and try to get the approval. And then on Instagram, because I don't want it to look like the Twitter feed where there's just that looks, nobody wants that on there. We can tag people in feed posts. So this is the dilemma. It's like stories might be ideal because that also, it's called a story mention. It's a specific thing. And that automatically sends a DM of the story on Instagram to whoever you tag. They made it to where you can't do that because people probably were abusing it, if it ever was a thing. You can do it on the app, but you can't do it through the API. We can post a story, but we just can't tag, so it's like that kind of makes it worthless.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, because that would be pretty ideal. And like those images are vertical, like it would fit there. So that leaves us to two options, which option one, which I've been working on it, is doing it with the unofficial API. And then, which got to be careful using that with your account on Instagram, but just like posting a story, I think that would be fine. So that's one option. Not as easy as it sounds, but it should be doable. Option 2. And so that option requires me like building in that whole library, turning it from Python into PHP so it can work with our stuff, which I've done a lot. ChatGPT can do that. And we pay to go get those Instagram GIF comments, which they pop up a lot in the Snow account. So I'm glad like we're the only app that has that, because Instagram, Facebook bought Giphy and they won't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Facebook owns Giphy. And so I think that's why this whole issue is around in the first place. Basically, we get a webhook when someone comments one of those Instagram GIFs, but there is no way, it's impossible to get the GIF from the API. It's like a little cheat code if you're trying to comment bullshit on Instagram, do it with one of those GIFs, because the API does, there's no way to get it. And maybe I should, because we do support it. And like I had to use like I paid for a service. It's just so much faster to do it that way. So I signed up for a service. It basically scrapes that GIF and then gives it back to us, and then we just add it into our system.
So then it keeps it forever. Like anytime it sees that, it'll recognize it.
And so we save it to our system, and we turn the GIF into an image, because GIFs are huge. They're like a whole bunch of images, and you can't give that to ChatGPT. So for both those reasons, we get it, we turn it to an image, and then we save it. And gorgeous, like Hootsuite, I would be willing to bet no other app supports Instagram comment. It took some creative thinking to figure that out.
Now that's a huge competitive advantage.
I've been telling some people when I'm on the call that I think it's pretty cool. Thomas liked it. I met with Thomas on Tuesday, so that follow-up meeting number 2. Didn't have a single complaint, just like blissfully happy.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's great. And this week we had auto DMs on. So it was like week 1, we went comments. Week 2, auto DMs. And they get a lot of customer support inquiries. I was nervous about it. I didn't even want to turn it on. I'm like, we could just stick with comments. Like that's being nailed. But I turned it on and it was not finding some order numbers. It was like the first couple of messages is my order, and it'd be like, oh, I didn't find your order. And I saw that 3 times. So we got on Saturday, I did a big upgrade to our order tracking, because another thing with Thomas and Snow, they have all these split orders, and I like reminds me of some shit that like we used to do. And it's like they won't have stock of something, or they have all these pre-sale items, and then somebody buys something on pre-sale, something not on pre-sale, and they run out of stock of items that they keep selling. And so between all these things, they have a lot of split orders, and like marketing, let's start selling this new product that we don't have yet, just say it's pre-sale. And yeah, it's causing tons of split orders, which was causing a issue for SmartReply. So now, and also sometimes people would be like, I don't know my order number, here's my email. And like a human would be able to figure it out. Email and name, type that in on Shopify, like it's going to come up. So now we can do that too. We can look it up by email, and it can't even has a default, like it might be able to work for name too, but order number and email is like the 2 that it asks for. So let's say you give your order number and it pulls it up. Now we basically find all of the orders that customer has, even if they give one order number. So instead of just going and finding the shipping info on that order number, basically we give it all of the orders now and all of the fulfillment. So if you have one of those split shipments, then now it has the info for all of that. And it's like they don't tell customers that they're like even doing this sometimes, it seems. Okay, wait, here we go. Here are the details regarding your order. Yeah, so this person,
that's so crazy, bro.
Order, and then it's like shipment 1 delivered via UPS. Here's the link. Shipment 2 delivered. So yeah, like it makes it just like way more comprehensive.
Hell yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, so that pretty much fixed the DM problems I was seeing, and now like it seems like they've been running good. Yeah, see, these are Instagram GIFs right here. Boom, boom. Like any other app would just miss those.
That's insane, bro. That's such a good workaround for people that want to like spam and shit like that.
Yeah, and then look at our responses.
Yeah, it's just clean.
Like, I guess they could give those tablets a shot instead.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It must be, yeah, Colgate. Yeah, this has been doing really good for them. Definitely hides a lot of comments for them as well. Oh, and then, so for posting, so I'm probably going to add like a calendar feature because for one, we have it in that template and might as well. So for now, I just added create post. So open this and then, yeah, here you go. So right now it's just
Oh, fire.
Instagram, but you could be like, hey, or this. So for the page mention feature, yeah. So tags, click it, and then insert into. Maybe I didn't push that update yet. I know it works now. And you click that button, and then it adds it like little blue, just like on Facebook, right there in the caption. And so that's the feature that we need to be able to tag people on Facebook. Instagram doesn't have that problem. If you just use the @username, it works. And this is a valuable feature. You can schedule them too, which like we already had a lot of things set up for this because we had the Twitter posting automation. So I was able to just add it into that. And
dude, this is really nice because I'm just trying to think of a workflow of somebody. Let's say somebody did have a CS manager. Now they can also be their CS, like they can handle posting through here. Maybe instead of like actually managing each comment, they just log into SmartReply, make sure the thing is working. So then they only work like 1 hour instead of 12 hours. And then they can also use that time to maybe schedule some reposts from other platforms, let's say from TikTok, things like that.
Yeah.
It's a good way to supercharge your customer service rep.
And just Facebook and Instagram isn't super valuable, but as soon as there's a third platform integration out of the Meta family, then starts to become valuable because, you pay a VA to manually go post on everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem efficient.
It's not. She does a lot of things, but that's one of the things. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know any tools that can do threads too. So it's just easier to do all of them this way. But yeah, I guess I should maybe just have her use a tool. Yeah, I'll just have her use SmartReply.
Yeah, wonder which one.
Yeah, exactly. That's clutch, actually. I know there's so many too. So I'm just like, and also I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I have heard that Meta doesn't like it or platform. It's probably a cap. Like, how do you even know? But people say that the platforms don't like it as much. So they don't give you as good of traffic or something to the post. But
yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if that's true. Like every social media manager on the planet basically uses a scheduling tool because doing it individually is annoying. It's a huge waste of time.
True.
So I think like these apps are safe for that reason. Like platforms, that's not going anywhere.
True, bro. That's a good point.
Yeah, and people ask me about this feature sometimes. Can I do my full social media like management with it? And the answer has always been no. Like you would still need your other app for posting, but so like most of those other apps support DMs and comments as like an inbox. Not all of them, but some of them for like manual replying. So yeah, every social media manager relies on something like this. So maybe this feature could be basic plan and up to where we don't have any paid features at the moment. So if you're not going to go over credits, then having other ways to entice people to upgrade, which is paid features most of the time. So this could be one.
True, bro.
Do you think it should be?
Yeah, I think maybe you can add it as like a free paid feature, like for the like small plan for now, or just add it to the middle one. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, honestly. Just middle one. It's like a bigger incentive to upgrade.
So we'll just have a tab like on the navigation, posts. I think this is worthy of its own tab, posts, and then that probably just takes you to a calendar and it will have the create post button. And
that sounds useful.
It won't take long to add the other platforms on here too. Like we have like Twitter posting, we have that. Or yeah, I don't think it'll be much work at all to add the other ones. Just specifically trying to get these permissions first. Only started with Facebook and Instagram, but
what other ones do you think? All of them? Even Pinterest? That could be pretty sick, but I don't know who uses Pinterest that much, but I know it can be huge. Probably best to keep it meta. It makes sense to keep it like Meta Facebook.
You can schedule on Meta Business Suite to post to all Meta apps. So that's why this feature is only actually valuable if you get out of the Meta family. Twitter and TikTok be the first two, just because those be easy. Threads is in the Meta family. It might be easy to add that in.
That'd be a really good one, actually. I feel like nobody talks about it, but it does have users. Maybe not a billion users, but definitely like probably 100 million.
Yeah, I came across a post this morning that spiked my interest in relation to Threads. It's this guy that is an engineer at Google, K salary, and he got depressed, lost the meaning of life, and decided to quit and become an entrepreneur. You should not completely cut off your money before you go try to.
I never got why people do that, but
yeah, it's a very painful way to go about it. I clicked on his Instagram page. He only had 6 posts, but the one I was watching mentioned how he like blew up on Threads, and then that was what helped jumpstart him. And then seemed like he was like getting some views and followers and whatnot from it. It was like
interesting.
Like I do always see Instagram puts like Threads right at the top, and like they are pushing it.
They're pushing it, and they make it very easy actually to repost to those. Anytime I post a reel, it automatically lets me post it to Threads and Facebook.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should, like, most whatever we're doing with Twitter is probably applicable to Threads. So yeah, that I'm sure Threads could be a part of this. And then the only other thing as far as this feature goes that I'm interested in is I would do it later if I end up doing it, but having a setting where I put in some kind of ad spend that you want to run on this post, and like PPE campaign, something like that, to where so it posts it and it launches it as an ad in your account, like we said, to where you're getting engagement on your actual post. Run it to your followers, $5, and you do that for every single post, and it's just posted with it.
Dude, you know what that could be really powerful for too? Is TikTok. If somehow that was a thing for TikTok ads, because the TikTok ads affiliate program is super, super powerful. It's 20% of ad spend, just like a crazy amount. So if we could somehow push people to make TikTok ads, post a TikTok and then boost it with ads, and like it uses our link to send them to do that or something, that could actually be sick.
We have a TikTok ad integration already. You could post it on TikTok and then immediately run that as an ad, as like a Spark ad or something.
That'd be really cool. I like that.
Yeah,
no, and I also heard Ezra Firestone. I saw his latest webinar the other day. He bought another really cool brand. He talked about the fact that they're actually using a lot more PPE ads again to just get a whole new wave of people and capitalize on organic through that as well, and just reaching new segments of people for super cheap. That's like then being funneled into your top of funnel, like conversion ads and middle of funnel and stuff. So I'm like, maybe these strategies will make a bigger comeback.
Yeah. And I was just thinking just for like organic growth, like kind of brand awareness, because I guess we haven't been posting that much lately because I've been doing a lot of coding instead. But they do work on people over time. So I like driving traffic to the profiles so that, for one, there's a link on the profile. So like instead of ever really, even if you're shouting it out on YouTube or like Instagram or TikTok, I think it makes more sense to basically always use the profile, because there's a link to the website on the profile, and we might get 2 actions, follow, so that even if they click that link and they're not ready, then let the videos do their thing over time, and then we're set up for targeting, essentially.
That's a good idea. I like that.
And it has worked to get us followers.
That is crazy. I bought some Meta stock today, like $100. It's nothing, but it's something, bro. Honestly, this tariffs suck because that definitely makes people more scared about ecom. But I can use that I think honestly, I think it'll be fine, bro. I think it'll be fine. I hope.
So what's the wait list look like?
Dude, we have 2,000 people on an email list. So I'm hoping to get 50 people in first month. That'd be hype.
Wait, what number did you say for the wait list?
There's 2,000 people on my email list and 700 specifically for wait list.
Okay. What is this here?
And my click-through rate so far on this list is pretty high. It's like almost 10 pretty much. It's $20 a lead for like a qualified lead.
Could we get that for SmartReply and it was like a demo for $20, keeping most things the same?
Probably. Dude, yeah, I think honestly, we should do the Alex Becker model with that. If we can do demos, then we might as well make it expensive. If it's on a demo, try to close them out like yearly and give them like exclusive. You can say, oh, you get like Slack one-on-one support. Yeah, 1,000 a year or whatever it is. I don't know, 2,000 a year. Because then if that's profitable, we'll literally build like Hyros level.
Yeah.
Did you see his latest video, Alex Becker?
No.
Dude, you got to watch these videos. I think they'll really inspire you.
And you made me think of 2 weeks from now is case study with Snow. So that's on the books. And yeah, like they've been so happy every time. As long as they stay that kind of happy, like it'll be a lot better than our other case studies. The last one with you is clearly drop shipping. And even some of the other ones are too. Which if you're a big brand, then that could make you think that, or it might not like provide the confidence from the case study for someone like Snow watching. Oh, it worked on a drop shipping account. It doesn't necessarily make me think that my $500,000, like $2 million a month business, like it could work for that. So having something with those kind of numbers, I think that's going to be big time for us.
True.
So yeah, 2 weeks on that. It's going to be case study video number 5. We've got number 4. I still haven't edited the long form. I just posted some clips from it. But yeah, with Haizu. Yeah, so then is that what you meant with Becker, like listing case studies?
So yeah, having an actual ads funnel. So yeah, like a landing page with case study, big names, and then it's a book a call link only, like book a demo. And then in the demo, you sell it like an expensive price so that you can fuel that with ads and also collect emails and get people to book a call. It can be a $2,000 deal, let's say, or let's say $1,500 for a yearly. What do you think?
At the starter plan,
Let's say
50 times 12 is 600 times the discount, because that's why they're probably doing the annual plan, like 20%. So that's probably like
$500. Okay, so let's say it's 500, and then what would be the middle tier yearly?
It's 1,200 double.
Okay, so 500, 1,200, or the most expensive one?
3K.
3K for a year. That's fire, bro.
That's without a discount. So let's 20% for annual. That's 600. So 2,200.
Okay, so let's say it's 2,200, and it's a book a demo only funnel, and then they book a demo, and the demo you show it to them. But then we also mentioned what is the yearly cost of a customer, like all these things that SmartReply is doing. What's the yearly cost of a VA to do that? They'd probably be like, I don't know, like 12,000, 15,000, something like that. And then it's, oh, okay, cool. What if you could have someone working 24/7 and it's 500 a year? They'd be like, okay, sign me up right now, and you get extra support. And if we can sell that, even if it's 500, 1,200, or 2,200, let's say the medium of that is $1,000. If we spend $100 to book a demo and we're closing one out of even 5 demos, so that's $500 cost per acquisition, you can blow that shit up with ads. And that's what Alex Becker did for Hyros. And that's what the video I sent you, like his channel here is so good, bro. Because he grew this to 100 million, like exit.
Did he exit?
He did exit, but he's still a part of it. He sold like 100 million worth of, I think it was like an equity is stock and cash deal, but still, bro. And he's still printing with it. I think that's actually genius. And we could even do YouTube ads if we had like with my channel too. If we had a funnel like that, I really think it would go hard.
All right. With YouTube ads, or I wish we could specifically only retarget the people that watch your videos on YouTube, because you can target like any YouTube channel. You got to hit a certain level of audience size for it to let you do it. And your channel does not hit that. And even if I did try to do this before. Yeah, I couldn't, maybe for your own account.
But surely there's other big YouTube channels that like make sense to target still.
Yeah.
Like My First Million.
So we'll try this, which will be good to knock.
Yeah, that's a good start.
That'll be good to. It's hard for me to go too far on some ideas when like some other ones that seem like I just have to do that before I can even get past it, so I know if it worked or not. like this big script. That's why I've not been doing other things. And like, I don't even want to do like any other sales activities until this is done. I'm like,
Whatever happened to that Austin guy?
he was over yesterday.
Is if he could take to those sales calls, dude, we have that. I'm telling you, that would be a crazy funnel. If we actually make an ads funnel that's for book a demo call, and it's like we try to sell high ticket, that could print so fast, bro. Because you can target so many angles. That's what Alex Becker does. And his strategies here are like probably are like actually insanely applicable to what we're doing now that I think about it. I'm like, oh my God.
How many of these calls do you do a week?
I try not to do many calls, like maybe a few, but that's why I want to launch this platform, to be honest. I want to have something, what we're talking about now, where we can just run ads to it and grow more. Because the agency, I can't really do that. There's too many people. It's not like a software where you onboard and they're set. It's more so we're always having to do something. So it doesn't feel like the best thing to like really go crazy with ads for. Whereas if it's like a platform where people go in, they learn, they get tools, they join the community, that seems like way more worthwhile to spend like a lot of ad dollars behind. And then likewise with this software, just like Becker, it's like they'll set it up once and be on for a long time, and it will save them a ton of money in the long term and make their business way better and more exitable. You can say all these things in an ad and in a funnel with all the testimonials. That's what Alex Becker did. And yeah, dude, that could be fire.
Yeah.
That could be all the sales activity you need, basically, especially if you have somebody doing the calls.
And on that note, so yesterday, and it's been like slow with Austin. Speak of the devil, he just texted me. But he doesn't have another job either right now. Like he had one, I don't know, got fired in December or something. And yeah, so but like I can't offer him like enough of a salary to support him either, because it would be great to have him like working on things like all the time. So for now, it's work when you want. And to me, I was just thinking if we can get past this period of seeing if it can work and like he can start yielding some sort of results of some kind and then start building up money, then I don't know. I would like to.
This could be perfect then, because if we can do a book a call funnel, all he wouldn't have to do anything but take calls potentially, and we're just feeding him the calls. So like he probably would be down to do it just on commission, since he just has to answer calls. He doesn't even have to cold call. It's just like warm leads, so it's a little bit easier potentially.
So I got him started on cold email yesterday with the script that you gave me.
That shit works, bro. I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah, let's check in on it, because yesterday, so maybe that started Tuesday. And yeah, I gave him that script. I don't know. Like he's just been doing like research and learning basically, but as far as results, hasn't really been any. But we got an opportunity like in the first 24 hours, which I thought was crazy because my cold emails have been dog shit.
And isn't it crazy because it's like a way simpler, I don't know. I would have never thought that this is actually what converts.
So one opportunity, 30% open rate. So like all of these variations have sent. Oh wait, so H has sent 162. Oh, it's because it has a 42% open rate. You see that? So H is, or like it got the volume and it had double the open rate. I'm curious.
That's fire.
That's the subject line doing that on H. What's the winner here? Meta comments and DMs plus 738% revenue growth. Yeah. So that's the subject line that seems to be hitting. And then it's just this, which like this stat I think was pulled. It's like your stat. And someone replied and asked to see it. So I'm not even sure what to send back to that person.
Sorry, we have an NDA.
Yeah, because they replied and said, that's awesome.
I don't know. I'm really feeling this high ticket funnel idea. Once we test some ads like normal, like you're saying, I think that would be a really good thing to work on. I could get probably like a really nice funnel builder, just something. It can be simple, but we just put the thing on the book a call link. We make some email flows to make sure it follows up with the leads that we're getting. We're also collecting leads while we do that.
Yeah,
I mean, a good move.
I know it seems like or like you always talk about having good amount of like calls and whatnot come in, people are interested. Even in those calls, I'm like, is there a way, if whether it's like you can tell they're not going to do it, or like you don't want to do it, either one, and then just like whenever you get
That's actually a good idea. True. That's actually a good idea.
because the people already trust you and whatnot. Yeah, if they're too small, so honestly, you're not big enough yet or whatever. But so what we do in this is like we start you on my software SmartReply. It'll help you get big enough, and then at that point, then like we could do another call, and the agency could take over your ads.
True. It'd be pretty sick. I
So
never
then,
thought about that, to be honest.
yeah, so then it's like you still get off that call with a sale, and it's a sale that you don't have to do any work after the sale either. Maybe that whole thing does happen, but regardless, yeah, keeps them in the ecosystem, sale, and or so even if like it's Brad on there, and so like you would take that client, and so even if the client ends up being like, we're just gonna stick with our existing agency, and let's say that's emailed to you or something, you're like, okay, and then just something like what we've been doing is just having people start using my app SmartReply, and it will help you guys make more money with ads, and then we can revisit this conversation later when you guys are bigger, like something like that.
That's pretty solid. I think that could work if it makes sense. I'm sure if it's for the ones that I do get on a call with, at least, because I actually don't do calls with people that are like, they don't have any numbers or they're like too small. But
what happens in
sometimes they
that
do.
situation? Someone fills out the form and then they're told, they get an email saying not big enough.
Yeah, they just get an email saying it sends them to the accelerator, which is
Oh,
WAP, but now it'll be like the platform instead, which will be better
okay.
than WAP.
So you do have a downsell set up for that.
But I think it could still be better. It could be way more intricate. Maybe it should probably sell multiple things.
And even if like it's not a good fit agency wise, then we'll still get to work together, which I think that's probably part of why people are reaching out to you anyway, because they want to work with you. So it's a way to still do that. So how do we work that way into your flow so it could happen without you having to remember to do it?
Yeah,
What do
I
you
don't know.
use? Klaviyo?
I'm not using anything right now. I just started collecting emails. I just have an appointment setter and that's it.
Can we use a Shopify store?
Oh, it uses type, and we're getting out of that. So that's what we've been building the past few weeks, like just everything separate and better. So I think that's gonna be way more helpful, and I should have done it sooner, but it is what it is.
Yeah. The cold emails seem like they're off to. What would you send to that reply?
I would just send them like some case study, I guess, but I never mention any names in case studies because I keep it confidential. It was in the wellness space. We can't tell you the specific brand name, but you can see some of the brands that we work with on our site.
I would like to be able to respond with a link to one of the video case studies, but none of them resemble this at all. The snow one, I just am excited to get that one because I'll just send that one out to people all the time, which will help. And yeah, this outreach script, I'm very excited about it. That's why I've been fucking grinding on it. So these people are going to literally get tagged on every single social media. Maybe the owner also gets tagged, and they're going to get an email.
That'd be huge.
Regardless of whatever app you like using, yeah, you're going to get a fucking notification about it.
Fire. True. Yeah, I can't wait to get a clipper and editor. Then I can just stream and then get a bunch of clips. That's my goal.
Yeah, I regularly keep thinking, especially with just trying to post everywhere and with what working on with this now. I have an idea, just upload a video and it could just do all the editing that I want done. And it just happens like automatically, but then it does more. But that kind of exists now in some ways. But another step is being able to post them. Another step is being able to turn them into tweets.
That would be nice. Okay, bro. I got to get going.
All right.
I got to go.
Peace.
Good talk. Peace.